All right. We are back. Streetball the Pro. It's your man, the ambassador, you know what I mean, with my boy Ballaholic. And our guest today is Max Foster. Now, Max, this is a special one, Ballaholic. You know what I mean? Not a lot of them. I'm always bringing folks on, but he was somebody that, you know what I mean, when I left high school and I took over middle school at Ridgetop, I had the pleasure of coaching him. Him and it's a whole group that I got that all go. His whole class is about five or six of them. You know what I mean? That all graduated, and I was able to coach them at Ridgetop, and so I built a special bond with these guys. And he was one that I saw very early that he had a special gift. He was a dog. You know, when we talk about dogs, you know what I
Right,
mean? He was
right.
that guy that loved defense, that hustle, did everything, and he would get upset. You know what I mean? And I had to be like, look, Max, it's okay. You know what I mean? But he was that competitive. You know what I mean? And so here it is. He's a senior, unsigned. You know what I mean? And so we had
Mhm.
to bring him on because, like I said, we go out and we find the hoopers who are legit that really need an opportunity. You know what I mean? The unsigned and free agents and high school players like this that need to go to college. And so we're gonna open it up to Max and let you tell us a little bit about your background. You know what I mean? Because I know you got some soccer, experience and things like that. So we're gonna let you open up, and then me and Ballaholic and just gonna hit you with a bunch of questions, and we're just gonna get it in. So tell the viewers and the coaches that are looking for. So Max is a 1-2. He can play the 1-2. You know what I mean? So college coaches. He is an unsigned senior looking to go somewhere. He's a free agent. So 1, 2, 3. He can handle the rock. And so I'm gonna open it up to Max, and then we're gonna go from there. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, no. So I played basketball since I was about 4 years old. My dad got me into it first of all. I remember my first season I played on a team with a bunch of 6-year-olds. So playing 2 years up, I was the littlest, tiny little, still a toddler, and just kind of like I just remember I wasn't as good as everyone else, and that really frustrated me and made me. So me and my dad would go to the gym, every day. I was just 4 years old. We would work on dribbling, get shots up, that type of stuff. And around the same time, I was playing soccer, so I played that my whole life too. And something about my development, I think is kind of unique is I played only rec until 8th grade.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was never on a select team. I was always kind of a big fish in a small pond, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would just always I just love it. I would always go with my dad, especially. He's just a huge part of my journey and just rebounding for me, training me, helping me work on specific things. And so yeah, I played rec until about 8th grade. Then I played on a select team, and it was kind of up in the air because I never really played at that level. But I held my own. I played in the drive program. So that's in North Kitsap.
Yeah.
And that was a really good experience. I think I took a big leap. I really got better. And then I kind of bounced around a few teams until this last summer where I played with the
Greyhounds.
Huh?
The Greyhounds?
Yes, sir, the Greyhounds. And that was just a really kind of another step up in terms of competition and just a travel team. And it was a really good experience for me. And I feel like I was kind of playing with a chip on my shoulder, kind of go out there and I kind of earn my respect. I don't look like a, typical hooper. So I take a lot of pride in that and going out and earn respect. And, but yeah, soccer was also a big part of my, soccer was my main sport until I was probably about 11. And I still play it today. It's more casual now, but I think it's helped a lot. They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Ways, footwork wise, conditioning wise, work ethic wise, and so yeah, that's kind of summary.
You have advantages, man. I mean, because you know what? Looks are very deceiving. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? And it goes both ways. You can, and I say that to a lot of young guys too when they come in the gym. Naturally, nowadays, you see a kid with lime green shoes on, one armband, the tie headband. He already he could hoop just because what he's wearing, as opposed to someone coming in the gym. Like you said, you don't look like your typical hooper. You might come just like, he look like he ain't. Look at his sweats. Oh yeah, I got him. You know what I mean? All of a sudden it's just like, oh, Stu can hoop, and it's too late. So that's a bonus for you. And another added to that is you playing soccer. So you've already developed the footwork, the conditioning, like you said, and maybe even the different types of muscles. Because soccer, you work at everything.
Yeah.
It's different with basketball. You're not working on leg muscles, but in soccer, you north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west, you know what I mean? So you have advantages, man. So just from that alone, man, I could, besides looking at your numbers, you know what I mean? It seemed like you already got it, man. And no colleges are interested in you. You haven't got any letters or anything. Coaches hasn't told you nothing. Your high school coach hasn't told you anything.
Yeah, no, I know he's done some reaching out on my behalf. And I think I've gotten some interest there. He hasn't talked to me a whole lot about it, but I just recently started reaching out on my own, emailing. I made a little reel, it's about like just 3 minutes long of this season's highlights. I sent it out, big long thing about not too long, but just kind of about who I am, about why, personalized to each coach, about why I would want to go to their school and that type of stuff. So that's only been in the last week I've sent that out. And I've gotten 2 responses that are just kind of stay in touch type things. So I'm still looking for something more serious.
Okay. Yeah. Some advice. Keep in touch with them 2 schools, man, whoever hitting you up. Because, when opportunities like that come in, man, just, never pass them up, man. Because some of us miss some great opportunities, man. I speak for myself. I missed a great opportunity, and I still regret it and have nightmares about it. And it would have been I'd still be rich, but, sometimes things happen, you know what I mean? So go for it. You get them 2 schools, no matter when you go, especially if you want it to be serious, definitely go for it.
Yes, sir.
That'd be good for someone, especially for someone in your position and situation. Coach, was he at practice when I came up there?
Man, no, I think he was injured at the time, or he had just probably came back. Let me see. When did you come back from your injury?
From my hand?
Yeah.
Let's see. That was end of December.
So, yep. So, no, he wasn't. I didn't think he was. Or you would have known right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was like, man, hold on. I'm looking at this team like, man, what's going on?
Yeah, so Ballaholic came up. Was it November?
No, was it? It was, wait. December. It was after Thanksgiving. It was December. It was after Thanksgiving, though.
Okay, so but he had came. I forgot. Now you got me thinking. But he came up and he had checked out he saw the boys. You know what I mean? And he saw both practices, and they was you're a difference maker. You know what I mean? Just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? I coached all of y'all. Well, not all of everybody on the high school team, but a core from middle school to high school. And just your energy and just who you are is major. You know what I mean? And so you should really stand out. Footwork, ball handling, just your energy, just, you know what I mean? You get in the face, your defense and all of that stuff, stand out. And so that's why I said, no, I think you probably was still injured. So that's the other part for the coaches who may or, who's looking or listening, what happened, which, affected and this is the question to you, Max. It's your senior year. You've been working hard. Like you said, boom, you had Greyhound, you're coming in, and this is that year that you're going to put on, and you break your hand, your finger.
It's this bone right here. So,
yep.
Oh, that takes the longest to heal, too. Oh, my gosh.
So it was crazy. So obviously, yeah, senior season, I worked my ass off all summer getting ready for this. It was the most important thing in my life was playing really well this year. And then first game of the season was in the third quarter. I just went for loose ball and landed on my hand wrong. I played the rest of the game. I thought it was just a jam finger. But then it got big and went in, and turns out I fractured that bone. I had a really good doctor he works with strictly athletes. he got me an appointment like 2 days later. I went in and got surgery on it. It was just a quick surgery. They drilled a screw right in there, and then within I was back. So it was because when he first talked about it, he was saying 5 to 7 weeks, and I was thinking that's half the season. Like that's that's gonna ruin my goals. That's gonna ruin everything I want to do. And it was devastating, but it still took a lot of time away, and it hurt, but I was able to get back within 3 weeks, which is kind of a miracle.
Okay.
Not only that, the mental part. I mean, I know you forever. You know what I mean? And I want to kudos to you to be able to keep it mentally together. You know what I mean? Because I was at that game. It was against Bremerton. I was at that game that what I mean. You broke it, and of course you couldn't tell. I didn't know that you had broken. You were still out there. You know what I mean? And then I heard. Talk to your family, and folks start telling me, "Oh, this is what happened," and I'm like, because how did I talk to your family? I forgot to tell you about he has siblings. It's more of the foster kids. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I coach the big brother, and I get to coach the other two. I coach his little brother Everett. He played 2 years for me. Now I got Tucker, who's at Rich Todd with me, and so I heard about what happened to him. And so mentally, that's where I was sort of like, I guess, hoping or wondering if he was going to be okay. Because, what I mean, just your love for the game, and to know that this could have been like your senior year and every game counts. You know what I mean? And so how were you able to maintain, just the mental and just the encouragement, to weather the storm and get back out there? Who was the people around you to help you do that?
Yeah, for the first week or so, I was in a dark place, man. It was tough. Like, I broke down in the doctor's office when he told me it's broken, like, because I just knew what that would entail, what that meant. Like, so yeah, it was really tough. My family I'm really close with my family. They were all there, behind me. A ton of people, my just close family, friends, my friends, my girlfriend, just all the people around me. I mean, they were, after my surgery, they were sending me stuff, and that was nice. But like, part of me just kind of, I don't know, like, I appreciate the sympathy, but it also was just kind of like I just wish I wish this never happened. I wish I didn't have to be in this position. And so, I appreciated all of that, but it was also kind of like made me even like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
more hungry. No, I trust me. We totally get it. We don't have broken bones, and I get it. I got a screw in my foot, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's just like impatient. You patient, but you're impatient. You want to get back to it so quick, and then it's emotional. You're all over the place, and I get it. You think it's over with. I totally get it, Max. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And so it's just like, and it's my hand too, so I can't even go to the gym, like do some form shooting or nothing. Like,
right.
It's just, so I mean, I was doing stuff with my right hand only, just like, but I mean, there wasn't much I could do. I just had to wait for it to heal. So I was going to practices every day. But then as I had kind of a midpoint checkup, they kind of looked at it, and he was saying that I might be able to get back. We had a trip to California at the end of December, and I was thinking I really want to play in that. Like, that would just go and playing with the team, and that'd be a perfect way to get back into it, like not league games. And so that was kind of my window, and my doctor said that it was possible. So that was a major like booster, and I was super disciplined doing all the things I had to do, not using my hand, heal as fast as possible. And so yeah, mentally it was really tough at first. And then as soon as I kind of saw a light at the end of the tunnel, it was easier to get closer and closer to that, especially because it wasn't such a long period of time as I originally thought it would be.
All right. Okay. Question. So if you if you had a 4-year, so you're looking to try to go to a JC first or straight to like a 4-year?
I would do either.
Either?
100%, yeah, either.
Okay.
I'm still not sure what for sure, but
okay. So if you were to get to, let's say you get to a 4-year, would you think you'd be ready physically for that first year of basketball?
Physically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, I think that's one of the major over the last. I've mostly been focusing on specifically basketball skills and but like recently, this last summer and especially right now, just in the weight room,
right.
Lifting, plyometrics, that type of stuff, just preparing my body because I know that's like just as important almost.
Right.
And so yes, I'll be ready for that.
So you're 6 foot, right? 6 foot?
Yeah, 6 foot.
Okay. I'm just saying, me and Coach, we always talk about it, especially to the younger guys, about when you're playing at the next level, especially nowadays, you got 6'5" point guards, 6'8" point guards, 6'7" wingmen, 6'8" wingmen, and they send you to the paint, you know what I mean? On both ends, it get a little different. So yeah. But that's never, like I said, you have an advantage. So you closer to the ground than 6'4", 6'5". So you take 2 or 3 steps, we taking 1. You feel me? So a lot of people think because you're short. I mean, we say because you're short, if you ain't a certain amount of height, it's a certain amount of height you got to get to a certain level, but it's not a certain amount of height to play at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So there's still overseas pro. There's still you never know. You know what I mean? So, like I said, you still have an advantage, but make sure, work on your craft, man. Stay in your bag. You know what I mean? Keep that swag, man. And just keep it going. You seem like another good kid, man. Every time Coach asks you to bring a kid on, it's especially for me when I get to hear him talking. They already sound mature enough, and then it makes sense when I look at the numbers and then listening to you talk, and then your vision, and then your purpose. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just keep it going, man. I say the same thing all the time. Every kid that get on there, just keep going, bro.
Well, two of the things. Well, one thing I got to speak on is the fact that his heart. You know what I mean? We talk about that. Not just his skill set. His skill set is amazing, but then he got that heart. You know what I mean? We talk about dogs. He's one of those kids that is going to leave it all on the court, who's going to sit on you on defense, who's going, you know what I mean? If you need a bucket, you know what I mean? He's going to go get you one. You know what I mean? That's the difference. That's why I said, if I was coaching right now, college, I'd take him. You know what I mean? He's one of those players that I watched develop, you know what I mean? From middle school to high school and where he's at now, come through injury, the mental part, and just his work ethics, even he's coachable, you know what I mean? So I'm speaking on, and that's one of the great parts about our show. I can speak on it from a coach and you from a player, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, hey, I've coached him, I trained him, I worked with him, and I watched him, and he's a player who played for me, you know what I mean? So at the next level, the fact that that's what we do is go overseas and we, do all of that on the next level. I sit there and I vouch and say, yes, he got that. You know what I mean? He's one of those players that's, as we say, can set the tone for you. You know what I mean? If he's not in the lineup, you'll notice. You know what I mean? He's one of those kind of players. Footwork, like I said, I watched him. Man, stop on a dime, you know what I mean? Spin around, have a guy going this way, that, you know what I mean? I'm like, ooh, okay, Max, you know what I mean? And
all right.
So he's one of those. What is your grades looking like?
Mm-hmm.
And I got like a 3.5 GPA. I take care of the classroom. I stay on top of that.
3.5, and that's the other part. You know what I mean? The problem, one of the problems I have to say is wrong with our area in which we're in. We're in Kitsap. You know what I mean? Most folks be like, "Where's Kitsap?" You know what I mean? So it's Bremerton. It's a military area. It's a small town, so we don't get the same exposure. You know what I mean? As a lot of bigger schools. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things I believe that he fell into is the fact that, yes, he had his injury, so he had to miss a few games. But at the same time, you know, we're in this in Kitsap, and no fault of his own. They didn't, you know, no knock on nobody. They didn't have the best season, and we know that. You know what I mean? Everybody's just looking for the ones who's winning, and that's just normally how it is. You know what I mean? If you win and you make the playoffs, you're doing all of this and that. They're scouting. You know what I mean? And because of we're in a small town, didn't have the best season, and he went through an injury. You know what I mean? Which took him out. Those are some of the things that I feel like kept him under the radar. And
Right.
this is another reason why I was like, hey, we got to have him on the show because of the fact that he is one of those players that can play collegiate basketball. If it's JUCO, if it's NAIA, it's a, you know, 4-year. You know what I mean? He just need a place for an opportunity. That's it. You know what I mean? Just to showcase. And I'm confident that he get that opportunity. He's going to take advantage of it, and the rest is history. You know what I mean? And so that's the thing that is the problem with us out here and out on the peninsula is the fact that we just don't have a lot of exposure. You know what I mean?
So so are you looking to play in like a pro-am, or are you looking to go like any tryout combines or anything? You ever thought about that? Oh no, I'm tripping. You can't. You're going to college. I'm tripping. They don't have any like portals for like high school players going to college. That's what they should have, because I know college has a portal. You know what I mean?
I know there's some of those. I've been to like, I think it was called like Prep Hoops. I've been to like it's like a spotlight thing, which I think it was kind of, you know, I don't like, they just kind of posted about some players at the end. There wasn't actually any coaches there. It was just kind of so I know that like some colleges do specific showcase camps.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know that some colleges do that. So if I was able to get, you know, to one of those, just any opportunity, you know.
Right.
And then that's what I'm working on in a sense. So all my folks who know me, you know, I've already been speaking to some of my JUCO coaches that I'm friends with, you know, that I have some players. Here's one of the players that I have who's unsigned. So this is for any coach that is looking for a combo guard. He can play the one, he can shoot the three, you know what I mean? He's a facilitator. So 1, 2, any of those positions, you know what I mean, can play defense. You got a 3.5, you know what I mean? Here I go, you know what I mean? Putting on my glasses, I'm trying to get that contract, man. You know how it is, ballaholic, you know what I mean? So I'm working right now, you know, but it's really just, you know, this is a kid that, like I said, that him and his family I have mad love for. And so I'm going to do all I can, you know, or we can on his behalf. Just to, all we're saying is just give him a chance. Just invite us or invite him to a workout. And I guarantee you that, you know what I mean? You know how I am, ball. We don't just take any and everybody. We can't do that.
There's no such thing. Yeah, nah.
Can't do that. But I would take him, and that's one of the things why, once again, I'm just going to continue. As long as we're on this show, and even after the show, I'm going to continue to send us the video. I need that video that you made, and then I'm going to send that out as well, you know what I mean, to some coaches that we know, and just to continue to give you an opportunity. So what are your plans? The season is over with now. So what is your plans for the off season, or, you know, to continue in your pursuit and trying to find a college?
You know, the season ended on Monday. It's already been no day off. I've been lifting every day, you know, dribbling if I can't get in the gym. But last 2 days I got in the gym, got some shots up. I'm also, I'm going to play soccer.
Okay.
That starts right now. I'll definitely still be able to balance, you know, hooping outside of that after practice and just kind of but I just last soccer season, you know, I think we'll
go for it.
I think I can contribute a little bit, but no, the focus is still basketball. I'm still working every day, and my plan is just to keep getting better, keep contacting coaches, and find a good opportunity.
And another thing, you know, what's good too, that you play soccer. Let's say you get a scholarship for soccer, right?
Or, yep.
You get to college now, you can use that same scholarship for basketball as well too.
Yep.
So always keep that in mind as well too, Max. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's on your mind or not, but that's good. If and some people, you might say it's not. I'll say if it's not on your mind, it's still good, because then that's something from like that, something just kicking like what? Like out of nowhere. You're not overthinking it. You're not thinking about it. It's just happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's good. That soccer. I just thought about that too. Like, oh, you could get a scholarship for soccer. You might get that one defensive stop or one goal. Like, they're gonna like, yo, that's him right there.
Yep.
And yeah, that'll be
So
that'll be good for you.
Coaches, dual sport. You know what I mean? You always push that, and that's another advantage. You know what I mean? 3.5, and he plays soccer, and he play basketball. Look at that, coaches. Look, I'm locked. Look, bro. Where's my red pen? Watch, I'm gonna have passes in my red pen by the time I get done with this one. You know what I mean? So yes, that is the thing. So man, I had the pleasure of watching you last night, my man. You know what I mean? One thing. He's still hooping, you know what I mean? He's playing in the men's league with his dad, which I think is dope. You know what I mean? Just that bonding and that time, you know what I mean? Taking advantage, and that's one of the things. Like I said, I know your family, and that's one thing I love is just how close y'all are, and I think that's pretty dope just to watch you and your dad. So how is that to be out there on the court playing with pops? You know what I mean, in the men's league? How is that?
Yeah, no, it's the same league that he's played in for years, and one of my major motivations was my dad can hoop too. I mean, one of my motivations was like, I want to be like that, So I would go to all of his games, back in his prime, averaging 25, 30. I was his biggest fan. I was usually the only one there, but so now I can play with them, and it's a lot of fun. Last night was my first time. Wasn't like the highest quality game, but it was just fun to be out there and hoop with my dad.
Right. For real though.
Yeah, no, your dad is, like I said, your dad got game too. You know what I mean? I had the pleasure of playing him back in the day. You know what I mean? When you were still, a little younger, and we would come and play 2-on-2 and all of that stuff. And so your dad got game, and that's like I said, what I love is just the fact that just the father-son relationship, you know what I mean? And being able to pour back into you and y'all just to take advantage, you know what I mean, of the love of the game and just build. And that's what you know what I mean? A lot of parents don't have that kind of bond. You know what I mean? Father, son, you don't have a lot of those kind of things. You hear about it, but to actually see it, that's what I salute y'all on, and what I love. You know what I mean? The fact that, just watching you, because I was watching you, boom, the paint. I said, okay, you got a guard and he's your big man. I see y'all, you know what I mean? So that's pretty dope. I had to mess with him because he did miss 3 free throws, and I know he's going to end up seeing this. We got to work on your free throws. You know what I mean? We can't miss all.
Wait. Timeout. That's my thing. What's the percentage?
Oh, not me.
His dad. Okay,
Father. All right.
Free throw, and I had to tell him. I said, "Hey, we gotta get the free throws, sir." You know.
Okay. All right.
Fastest prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are some of your strengths? So we want to hear both your strength and your weakness, right? Because the coaches they're listening, because we always want in a highlight we want to put the best thing out there, right? So yeah, I want to hear that, but also as a coach, a good coach will be able to look at video, work with you, or do a few things that we can see your weakness. But to hear from you is a whole nother, thing, which brings more credibility. So we want to hear what are your strengths and also what are your weaknesses.
Yeah, I think my biggest strength is probably just shooting, especially 3-point shooting. Just the amount of shots I've taken. Me and my dad, last year we did 15,000 threes in the summer. Wow. And every day, go and shoot, however many we can. It wasn't the same every day, but just get to that number. And so I think that's my strength, just I think it's just really important to have that, especially college basketball for my size. You got to be able to shoot. And so, yeah, that ball handling and then just tenacity on defense. I really take pride in just working hard on defense, being smart on defense, knowing which side to force someone to, knowing, not fouling, just playing good defense. And I take pride in that. So those are my strengths. I think my weaknesses definitely historically has been physicality, just getting in there, really, really boxing out well, that type of stuff. And that's stuff that I'm very aware of, that I've been working on, and that I'm trying to, get rid of any weaknesses in my game. But those are still there, and so everybody's got those, and I'm still working on those.
Well, I say, yeah, and you know what's so complex about the game of basketball is that, and no matter how good we get, we're all still going to have a weakness.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't care who you are, the best player, all the top players in the world still have weaknesses. They work on them, but then there's still weakness. You know what I mean? So it's tough. That's why, basketball is a very complex sport, man. But that's still good for you. You're still young, man. At least you understand all that now.
Right.
You understand it now, man, and it's gonna make it maybe more understandable for you. And the more you understand it, easier it's gonna be, man.
So how is it? So this next question is going to come off, and I'm going to read this statement. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but Coach Cleon, he posted, "This young man is an inspiration to his younger siblings. I have known him for years. His brother Tucker would be the beast amongst all of them, but he gets that from watching Max. Truly a blessing to know Max and his family. Max is a beast, but look out for his little bro Tucker." So
okay.
how is that? You know what I mean? Because he does. I have to agree. He does remind me of you. He gets fired up and all of that. So how has it been the oldest and watching, your siblings? Because I know they look up to you. You know what I mean? Because I coach Everett and I coach Tucker. You know what I mean? How is that for you? With them looking up to you, and how do you help them in their game?
I love it. I love watching them play. I love talking to them about it. And I'm just super close with my brothers. I will be for life, and it's just it's really cool to see them, want to be like me, do the same things I do. And Everett's kind of more of a soccer player. He's really good at soccer. He's going to go somewhere with that.
Okay.
Tucker he's kind of both. I mean, he's the best player on a soccer team and his basketball team, and he's just it's kind of like how I used to be. So I see a lot of myself in him. You're right, like just messing up. Just he's so competitive that
he is
all single off. That's what I used to do. Just I hate losing. I hate that type of stuff. So yeah, no, and I think that's a great mindset because it just makes you all the more hungry to get better and better and better. And that's what happened with me. Tucker will go out in the driveway and shoot all this by himself. I'll go shoot with him. He'll spend hours out there. So I know he wants it. And I know that I inspired him to do that. And that's really special.
That's what's up.
It
That is special, man, to be able to, just cherish that with bro. That's crazy, man. I wish I had that. Like, my sister right? I couldn't, we didn't have that with the bro from my siblings, man. But they were all sports players, but it wasn't like I could go shoot with my brother or my sister. It wasn't, you know what I mean? So that's always good, man. And it's just natural. Like you get the natural competitiveness and then natural instincts and all the other stuff kick in, man. So that's good. So who was the toughest player or team that you played against, and what did you do against them on both ends of the court?
The best team we played this year probably was North Thurston in our league. They won league. They were undefeated in league. They have he's a 6'7" wing / power forward who, just super long arms, dunks everything. And it's cool. I played with him on the Greyhounds this summer, so I know him well. And then they have another guard who I played with. So we kind of knew them. We were going into it. Season wasn't going great. But we went out there. We competed. I had a good game. We lost by 3 on a missed game tying 3. So I mean, we gave them their best game of the season, and that was really cool because they were blowing everyone out. Just I knew some of them, so it made it all more competitive and talking before the game and that type of stuff. So yeah, I mean it was a good game for us. Just going out there and competing with them because I know that they're going to go far in state this year.
Right. That's good, man. Nah, sometimes, I mean, like you said, when sometimes teams that are known for beating teams and blasting teams, and you gave them the best game of the season, like, yo, y'all left with something. Like they ain't gonna beat nobody else like us. Nobody's gonna give them a game like we gave them. So they're gonna remember that. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things I love about basketball is no matter how good you are, you're gonna remember something. If you're a good team and you lose you're gonna remember someone from that team or something about that team. No matter who you are, how good you are individually or as a team, you're going to remember something from that team. If you're known for automatically doing something good, I don't care, scoring, whatever the case, a team individually and that team does something different to you, you're gonna remember it.
Yes, sir.
That's just the nature of the game. Yeah, for sure that.
No, that's crazy because North Thurston girls also went undefeated. And they won the league. They had the MVP player. So for both of them to go undefeated and win the league, that's a special year for boys and girls at North Thurston this year.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
No, of course I'm coaching on the girls side and we did not have as I tell everybody know about coaching. You have a rebuilding year. And it was definitely a rebuilding year because we finished 19th last year in the state, so it was high expectation, and we ended up winning. And I love my girls; they never gave up. We won that one game, so we didn't go over. So proud of them. You know what I mean? And they kept fighting, but like I said, North Thurston, man, they really like that. You know what I mean? So that shout out to y'all. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to. That's the hard part is when the girls play, the boys play, you know what I mean, elsewhere. So we didn't get to see each other all the time, you know what I mean? And so I was able to make it to senior night because they had to reschedule a game or something like that. And so it helped us to be able to go see them. So that was a special night because they came in and they handled business. So salute to y'all. That was a fun game to watch, you know what I mean? Just your energy. Aiden, he was, monster game as well. Zach, despite his injury, all of those guys really, y'all as a team, y'all played as a team and y'all stepped up and y'all handled business. And I know on the senior night, that's the best way to go out. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
so, how was that night? Because I know, you know what I mean? Like I said, the season, you know what I mean, wasn't the season that y'all wanted, put it that way. You know what I mean? It's not like that was your only win because y'all did win some more other games, but to win on your senior night and despite how the season went, how big of a night was that for you?
It was huge. I mean, it was just that was super important to me is, last high school game. Like it still hasn't really fully set in yet that's the last. But yeah, no, it was super important. Just go out on a high note because we had just played Capital at Capital, and we lost to them. They had I don't know. They've never shot like that before. They shot like 80% from the field, but yeah, no. So we got them at home. The next game was a rematch. We wanted it bad. We wanted to go out on a good note. And it was cool to go out I had a season high that game.
Oh, what you had?
I had 24.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just a good way to go out, high note. And just a lot of love I got from people. And and it was a great night. Couldn't have gone better.
There you go.
So you
There you
attacking
go.
left, right hand finish, you know what I mean? My man, he tried to take your head off that one time. I saw that big fella.
I don't know.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Man,
A black eye.
Yeah, I said, golly. Face was all red. I said,
yeah,
damn.
see. That's when they can't do nothing else but do that. When they can't stop you, like, hold on, man. Let me hit him a little harder. Let me just hit him a little hard. It's that little envy, jealousy. You know what I mean? A little bit. A lot of players don't know it. Oh no, I'm just knowing it. Yeah, it is. It's a natural reaction. It's envy. It's envy. It's something you're doing that they can't do, or it's like, you know what? I got to stop this now. It ain't no defensive. Let me do it the right now. Let me do something on purpose. Oh man, I love that.
He's a dog, you know what I mean? So he's
Oh,
one
that's crazy.
he locking it down on defense and they getting mad. He hitting buckets, and, you know what I mean? That's what I love about him.
I still made both free throws. I couldn't even see him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love
crazy. So besides basketball, like when you get to college, what else you think you like majoring? What would be one of your
I'm not like decided on that. I think something in like sports journalism, like just writing about that stuff. I think I would love that. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want. I still got some time, so I still think for sure. But I think that's kind of something in that area.
All right. Yeah, you got your head on the right shoulders, man. Look like you got it all mapped out. It sounds like you wrote everything down, man. You know what you want to do, man. That's good. That's good. You have a plan too. It's tough, man. Coming out of high school, looking for somewhere to go play at, looking for a home. A lot of kids are just like, you know what, man. I can play AAU, and then whatever else happens. You know what I mean? But the fact that you know what you want, that's always good, and it's gonna come your way, man. Just keep that mindset. Keep thinking the way you've been thinking. You know what I mean? Of course, Coach Ashley's seen you play. I haven't seen you play, but from what he's saying, and the wounds you got, the battle wounds, and how you talking about the game. You know what I mean? It seems like you can get down a little bit. And you got highlights. I know you said you had highlights. You got any on YouTube or anything?
It's on Huddle right now. I was thinking about doing a Twitter and YouTube and that stuff, but I'll send it to you guys after this.
Yeah, send it to us and we can upload it. So, because that's going to be the biggest thing, and we can send it out. Help, like I said, we got our little YouTube channel. We can upload it on there for you and just point people, boom, go check him out, coaches. You know what I mean? Check him out. Like I said, he's legit. All he's asking is just a workout, an invite. Let him come out to invite to a workout with you, show why he deserved a spot. And so, I always do this, Ballaholic. I have to ask him that question. I'm that coach, right? And why should I give you an opportunity? Should I, if I have limited spots on my team, which I do, why do you feel that you would be a good candidate?
Yeah, I know I can, I'm a coachable kid. I know that. I'm good at taking, criticism. I don't take it as disrespect or anything like that. I, especially from like someone like you, or just a well experienced coach, someone who knows the game better than I do. I'll 100% take any criticism, any feedback. Coachable kid. I'll give you defense, offense. I can spot up and shoot. I can play the two. I can bring the ball up. I can run the offense. I can be multiple things. I can be whatever I need to be to help the team win.
And you know what? And I don't mean to, cut it off, but that's the coach Ashley asks that all the time, because that's one of the hardest questions to answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's one of the most hardest questions to answer. Why do I want you? Like, that's so hard, because a lot of players will say the same thing. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard. Like, they know what you're going to say. He'll say defense. He'll say, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and then coaches can hear it. You know what I mean? They can hear it. I was up there with the girls, and it's just the body language, and you can tell coaches can go off body language that you don't want certain things. She don't want to be here, or she don't want to practice. You wait for it to be over. So just to hear you how you saying it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can say it the same. Like I said, everybody can say it the same way, but how you saying it, and you know what I mean? I can tell it's real, and everyone's going to have an opinion about that because, like I said, we all say that because I'm going to say that. Even if it's a scout right now, overseas scout, like, why do I want you on my team? I'm like, you know what? Because I lock up. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm going to guard the best player. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to challenge my teammates. I'm going to put the ball in the basket. I'm not even going to say that because I'm going to do that regardless. You know what I mean? So it's about how you go about it and how you saying it, man. It's like I said, I ain't even seen you play. I'm just I'm just going off how I'm just going off how you going about it, man. And it seemed like you got it, man. So again, good luck, bro. Just keep going, man. Just stay at it. If you really want the game, if you love it, study it, man. You got any who's your favorite player? You got anybody who was watch or your game resemble after or anything like that? Any player?
Dame Lillard.
Dame Lillard?
I love Dame.
Okay. So you one dribble pull-up guy.
I mean, yeah, I can. I just even the deep threes and stuff. I've kind of emulated that. I mean, I'm not trying to model my game after him, but just I love watching him, and yeah, he's my favorite player.
Ain't nothing to model your game after that. Guess I'm old. I still model my game after Vince Carter, my favorite player of all time. Not the jumping part though. You know what I mean? But back in the day, the jumping part, yeah. 2004 slam dunk NCAA, yeah. But now, you know what I mean? It's different. You know what I mean? Just know how to balance and pace myself because he played till he was 41. He's still be in the league right now to this day if he wanted to. So, just pacing myself. So, again, man, just keep doing you, man. Just keep doing you, keep hooping. So, you off season right now, so you just going to be in the gym until something happens, or are you going to be playing, pro-am or anything, or anything like that?
Soccer. After your soccer season, then you're going back to AAU?
Yeah, I mean, I'll still be in the gym and stuff during soccer, like I said. But after, I think I'll play a little AAU, whether it's with Ashley or I
want you. I'm lobbying. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can get you your last round. You know what I mean? I would love to have you because I know you on all levels, and I feel that we can help you. You know what I mean? With getting, like I said, it's just an opportunity. That's all it is. You just need, and that was the same thing for me. I tell everybody my story. I didn't play high school ball, not because I didn't have the skill set. It was just my mom just wanted me to work. It wasn't a situation where we needed the money. It was just hey, it's a discipline. You need to work and responsibilities. All right. So I worked, you know what I mean? But I love basketball and I play ball, street ball, and that's why I street ball the pro, you know what I mean? And I was a big fan. I was still hooping in, open run, street ball, parks, one-on-one, all of that stuff. And then it didn't open up until I got out here to Washington, where folks watched me play. And they was like, oh, you're actually pretty nice. You know what I mean? You can play. They made phone calls to coaches and things, other players. And so I had opportunities at different schools start to open up and say, hey, come, try out. And so I had offers in Portland or Oregon, and you know what I mean, end up going to a Christian college who saw me playing in a 3-on-3, tournament, just out boom boom. And it was an AD college, or he was the head coach in the AD. He was like, yo, pretty nice. You ever thought about going to college? Yeah, you know what I mean? And so it was just that opportunity. And once that door opened up, that just started my whole career in a sense where, boom, I went from that school. I ended up going to OC, Billy Landrum, shout out to him, gave me an opportunity. I played 2 years. I played out of position because I'm a guard, but I played the 4 at OC. You know what I mean? So I learned to adapt, and I took advantage of that, took that skill set, went to the Seattle Mountaineers. So I went minor league and started to make a little money and play with the big dogs with the big resumes. You know what I mean? And from there, that is where I began to say all I needed was an opportunity, and I got that opportunity. I took advantage of it. You know what I mean? And so, and now I'm in a place that I know a gang of folks. You know what I mean? Just been blessed, from as a hooper and all my relationships, even with business. And so that's the thing now where I know a lot of folks. You know what I mean? Around here, we all low key run the
Yep.
basketball world. You know what I mean? We're all in our 40s now. You know what I mean? So we're in those that we run the world of basketball out here. So that's my thing is saying, hey, I'm reaching out to them and I'm saying, hey, I got some players and you're one of them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just give me a shot. Just let him come and work out. I guarantee you're gonna be okay. He can play a little bit. So I'm lobbying for you. You know what I mean? I need my PG last year off season, and we're gonna go out to some of the JCs and I reach out to some more schools. But we're gonna get behind you no matter what and help you. And that's like I said, that's just our commitment. Ballaholic and myself, because Ballaholic has Team Ballaholic, which is our top team. You know what I mean? Which is gonna be the best players that we have. So, like I said, if folks don't know me, they definitely know him. You know what I mean? That's the advantage. They know who he is. Everybody and one legend, Streetball, he's a part of that. And so that's the advantage now is we have more credibility, more names people know about to help bring more exposure to players like yourself. So, yeah, you already know. We're going to get in the gym and we're going to get you strong. I used to be a strong guard. You know what I mean? I was one of those. They was like, you play football. I was just strong. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get your weight up. And all that. But yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
I know it's getting late, and we appreciate all the love because we had actually quite a few people that's been on. So a lot of folks got love for you, Max. You know what I mean? A lot of folks has been watching and supporting. Is there so first before you give a shout out, how can coaches or anybody find you? Do you have Instagram? Because that's the other part. They always check social media. So you got any kind of way that they can find you or follow you?
Yeah, I got Instagram. Should I say what it is?
Yep.
It's max.foster with 3 R's. And you can hit me up on phone number 360-919-9490. And then I got email maxwellfoster22@gmail. And just any way it works, I got everything. So
like I said, coaches, we're gonna be reaching out on his behalf. But if you want to talk to him and his family directly, you know what I mean? Instagram followers, supporters, you know what I mean? Make sure you tap in and show love, you know what I mean? Contact him and his family to set up a workout of any kind of, if it's one-on-one workout with the team, all of those things. I know JUCO season is still going on currently right now, but hey, all my friends, I'm gonna be reaching out to y'all and sending out his highlights, and so we're gonna get some of him and some more guys. I got some more unsigned seniors that's out here that play with. You know what I mean? I got, hey, ball, you know how I do, man. I got to put the glasses on, all the red pen, so I got to get all of them set up. So do you have any shout outs or want to give anybody any love before we head off? And shout out to your pops. I see. I don't know. He made a comment. I was trying to see if he made a comment. But yeah, got any shout outs?
Yeah, I talked about my dad a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely shout out to him. Shout out my whole family. My mom too, spent probably hundreds of hours driving me to places, watching my games, and that's just all love. And then my family too, my siblings who I love and who continue to keep my passion burning for the game and for getting better as I watch them kind of start to feel that. So shout out my coaches, Coach T at CK, always believing in me since, he's been my coach since freshman year. We were on JV together that year, and I swung on varsity and JV. And then he was able to get the head coaching job that next year, so kind of brought me with him. And then shout out all my teammates who I've had, through the years. A lot of them have been the same.
Yeah.
Just kind of, but also some new ones, and just helped me get better. And just shout out a lot of people.
There you go.
Got anything, Alcoholic, my man?
Man. Good luck, Max, man. Just stay locked in, man. Don't lose that mindset. Seems like your mindset is stronger than your skill set. I stress that a lot too. To young athletes, young players, make sure your mindset is stronger than your skill set. You know what I mean? That's what's going to get you over the hump. That's what's going to get you there. You're going to understand what you need to do as far as mentally where you need to go. If you got to if the mind is strong, of course, you're going to know what else needs to get stronger. You know what I mean? So, and again, good luck to you. You know what I mean? Stay locked in with your, basketball family, school. That's it, man. You know what I mean? Because friends come and go, but the family gonna be there forever. You know what I mean? So, and definitely with basketball too. It's a stress reliever. And I seen this in the movie. Kyrie Irving said it in Uncle Drew. You bounce the ball, come right back to you. You shoot the ball the right way from the free throw line, it's coming right back to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So just keep that locked in, bro. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna get far, man. So good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Shout out to your dad and to Coach T. They showed love. They posted. Big fans of you. They love you. Just like we do, Max. Like I said, you my little guy since day one, and we're going to rock this thing to the end. You know what I mean? So from college, and that's the plug. I'm that plug. You know what I mean? So once you get done with school, you know what I mean? That's the beauty of our program and who we are. And that's what we do nonstop. It's just helping players like yourself with real opportunities. And we want to say thank you for taking the time and jumping on with us. You know what I mean? It's amazing. You know what I mean? That's the thing too. We talk, when we get a chance, but just to really sit down and have a conversation like this, it was an honor to have you on our show, man. And we look forward to doing more as we continue to help you to sign that contract to whatever school, because that's going to be the highlight for us. When you taking a picture and you going off and I can come and watch you play at the next level, because I know you can play. That's the difference. It's not like we're just trying to sell something, a hope or a dream. Like, you really can play at that level. So continue to keep putting in the work. Be patient. Don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? And know that, man, God is going to definitely make a way. He brought you this far, and he's going to continue to take care of you and look out for you. I love you, Max, man. So, man, thank you again. And everybody, thank y'all for tapping in to Streetball the Pro. We will be back this weekend. I don't know who it's going to be. You know what I mean? We just, we're going to have to probably push it. We normally do 3 o'clock on Sunday, but it's Super Bowl Sunday. So I know not to go 3 o'clock. I know you got to watch your boys, the 49ers at 3:30. So I won't do that, sir. You know what I mean? So we will be back. It could be Sunday. It could be before. Just watch out for the little post. But, we will be in Japan once again. Ballaholic is coming to Japan March 11th through the 18th. We will be there, the Admirals, with Ballaholic, March 11th through the 18th. Thank y'all for tapping in. Till next time, Max. I look forward to coaching you soon, buddy.
Salute. All right, Max. All right, Coach.